I'm a new indie game dev and I'm currently making my first 3D game. This will probably be my first video of many that I'm going to make on the game. But this video itself will probably just be like the basic info about the game and the progress I've made so far. Alright, so to start, I don't have an actual name for the game yet. I'm honestly really bad at naming things, so if y'all have any suggestions, please comment them. More on the actual game, it is a 3D roguelite. But the main gameplay is basically the player goes into the dungeon or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it the dungeon. Not too sure on it yet. And you have to clear rooms, and eventually, if you want to descend farther, you have to beat the boss of that layer. The player only has a certain amount of time per layer, so I kind of want it to be where the player has to manage their time well to actually make it far into a run. But before you actually go into the dungeon, you can purchase different weapons, perk slots, charm slots, and one-time use item slots. And I'll explain what each of those are a bit later. And for the dungeon itself, I plan to have multiple maps with 3 to 5 layers per map, each with multiple enemies, bosses, and mini bosses. But I will say this is very ambitious for one new indie developer, so I don't know, we'll see. You can tell most of the gameplay elements, like main gameplay elements and main dungeon elements, are inspired by games like Risk Rain 2 and Megabonk. So when it comes to the rooms for the dungeons themselves, I plan to have multiple different types of rooms, ranging from basic enemy altar rooms, where you just have to defeat the ways of the enemies that spawn, to ones that allow you to heal, to other things that I don't really know at this point. But I mean, there are a lot of possibilities to this that would be pretty cool. So what do you get for clearing a room of enemies? Like, what are the rewards and stuff that helps the player get stronger? So basically, well, for the basic enemy rooms, you can get a item, perk, or a weapon charm. And to explain each of these briefly, a item will probably just be like a stat bonus, like for example, 10% more damage, stuff like that. A perk is a condition-based buff. For example, when below 20% health, you gain 2x the amount of damage, stuff like that. And a weapon charm is going to be a modifier added to your weapon. For example, one that I have in the game currently is that your attacks have a chance to burn enemies on hit. Also, the player does have levels, and on level up, you can choose between two random choices ranging from getting crystals, which is like the money in the game, to upgrading one of your charms, to upgrading your weapons. Oh, and by the way, for each of the level rewards, the upgrades get better depending on the rarity of the reward. Rarities are common, rare, epic, like just basic stuff. This also applies to the room clear rewards, where the items can be common while the charms and perks can be either epic or rare. Alright, that honestly was a lot, but that's really it for the basic gameplay. Now, when it comes to the story, I don't really know what to do with it, honestly. Since I'm still very early in the development process, I don't really have to worry about it right now. I'm probably just not going to worry about it. And honestly, who knows? I might just not even have an actual story in the game. I don't really know. I mean, it doesn't really need a story. Okay, so what do I actually have in the game currently right now? As I said, I would say I've been like 4 months into development, but technically I have been working on it since November of 2025. But I might have started it then, but I kind of barely worked on it since I was focusing on college. I really only started consistently working on it in April of 2026. Okay, but let me actually show you what I have. Okay, so starting off, you got the main menu here. As I said, don't actually have a name for the game yet. So yeah, here we got the upgrades and everything, weapons and all that. Now, obviously the UI kind of needs a bit of an upgrade, but we'll work on that. Alright, let's get into the dungeon now. Uh, yeah, I mean, here's the dungeon. Right there is a challenge altar. It's basically just like, if you probably played Risk Rain 2 or Megabonk, this one's just like, you stay in the radius. If you survive in the radius for a long enough time, you get a reward. And here's like the actual enemy altar. And once you clear the room, here's the rewards. As you can see, I don't have all the icons in the game yet. And as you also can see, the names for the items and stuff is kind of bad. Like shoes, I don't know. Really bad at naming things. Yeah, go into the new room. There's another challenge altar. We have a mini map too, just like a basic mini map. I do need to add like a compass or something to it, so it's like easier to actually, see where you're going. Oh, I die here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, here is the death screen too that I have. Basically just sees how much stuff you did in the dungeon and gives you crystals based on that. There'll probably be more like modifiers and stuff added to it. Also, the UI in the bottom left is just to see what weapon charms and perks you have. So it doesn't work yet. I'm still working on like the actual functionality to it. I just kind of made some of the icons in A sprite. Yeah, I'm working on that. It shouldn't be too hard to finish. It's pretty easy. Also at the top of the screen, you can see the timer. For right now, it's just 10 minutes. I don't know if I need to lower or increase that. This room right here is the heal room. As you saw, I healed for a bit of health. I mean, honestly, that's probably about it. You know, it's pretty. I don't have that much in the game yet, which is kind of sad for 4 months, but we're working on it. As you also can see, the weapon animations do need a bit of work too, but it's fine. Alright, that's basically everything I have completed. Honestly, it's a little bit sad for 4 months, but it's whatever, it's fine. Right now, I have multiple plans for like the next few weeks on what I want to work on. First, I kind of want to fully upgrade the UI and like the look of it. Also want to add in a bunch of different perks and charms as well. Also, sometime in the near future, I want to add more rooms that look different because right now, as you saw, they kind of all look the exact same. Just kind of boring. Also want to add a couple more basic enemies, but I probably won't worry about bosses yet, mostly because it's a bit daunting, as I don't even know where to begin with adding a boss. Oh, also I do want to fix some of the animations for the weapons currently in the game, and also I want to add more weapons to the game as well. I don't know how many I want to add, but we'll see. Also, if you're wondering when the planned release date is, I don't really know. Again, I am a new game dev, so I don't really know how long making a game takes, I'm going to be honest. I mean, like, I haven't done this before, but if I had to give a date, I would really like it to be out by January of next year, but I don't really know. We'll have to see. But that's really it for this video. I'm excited to share this journey with y'all. I hope this game sounds at least somewhat interesting. If not, please tell me so I can fix it. Don't let me finish the game and then say like the idea sucks, because I mean that would be very bad. Not really for you, but kind of for me. But for real though, let me know what you think of the game in the comments and give suggestions for the game. Especially if you are a game dev, I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, that's it. See ya.